following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
But yet
Again,
later on, he's super good at it.
It's explained there were no enemies up until that point. They had beam weapons that could just do that.
And this is why Star Trek was well.
To be fair, it's not a beam weapon, it's a particle stream.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
To be fair.
yeah, because that's basically what they did. I'll just move this to counter your dodging, as opposed to having to do a separate.
I know, but the thing is, the actual animation of it makes him look like a montard, because he's like, I'll drift lazily up here. It starts following him, and he's just like, shit, that didn't work. Let's try the same thing again, but over here.
Yeah.
Oh, it follows him, and he's like, shit, that didn't work. I'll try the same thing again. Instead of going like, because we can just shut off our engines, go like, eek, boom. We didn't do that, which, by the way, is what he was doing in the Sovereign battle when it was firing beams at them. So yes, we have had enemies that do that, and he dodged them there.
Yeah.
But no, Mr. Superior can't dodge them later from a technically inferior
Sovereign
ship.
didn't sweep as much like that as the
No, but the dodging he was doing was the kind that would have worked. But
Possibly.
later, in the shitty opening to Mass Effect 2, he's just going, oh, that didn't work, oh, that didn't work, oh, this is also not working, it's all the same thing, instead of doing the shit that worked in the previous game. Yeah, it was months ago, he probably forgot. I mean, that kind of event.
Well, also, he was fighting Sovereign. Like, he wasn't getting chased by Sovereign, I should say. He was fighting Sovereign when it was attached.
Yeah, but he was still doing the more effective kind of dodging. Like, he didn't even try and get weapons to bear. He was drifting lazily. Like, he's a piece of shit. There, I said it. He also unshackled the damn AI. Let's not
That was
forget
later,
that.
but yeah.
Let's not forget that. Also, he has brittle bones.
He does have
Therefore,
brittle
he is inferior.
Anyway.
Good tangent. Tell me you gotta have one. Gotta do something tonight.
You could do something instead of talking.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, I can't yet. I gotta wait for you to finish your bit.
I'm waiting for the structure to come on. Stop fumbling an Ettle disk onto the fucking computer.
You're never getting it there.
I know, I'm
It's
not.
not happening.
We'll just put some around a little later.
So yeah, you do get the. He gives you a data pad and it's got. It's basically he doesn't have the schematics, but he does have that it is weight. It is graded for to take the weight.
Okay.
That's good, otherwise there wouldn't be a rest of the mission.
Thank you, and I'll just send it to the tech boys, and they'll probably lift the ship and lift it on there now.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Not a problem.
So you don't need to do anything. It's just on the roof, right? And then
Well-
we sort out the rest.
I've only been told that it should be on the roof. Hopefully, it depends on how easy it is to attach to the comms system. If they can't hook into the comms power system, they will need to run a new line to the main power supply. Again, it depends on how big they run the comms cable to. If it's too small, they have to run a
Main
new
power
line.
is directly below the weapon.
Yeah,
So-
so they'll have to come down and go through. Once the tech guys get up there and have a look,
Let us know.
not a problem. We don't have the next top of the next floor up.
We also don't have the room to loot the space. Just thought. We're a ship full of guns.
We're planning on looting the
We're
base.
technically sort of slightly in Citadel space,
No,
which
yeah, we
means
couldn't
that
just loot the
if this
space.
turns out to be a base of nefarious use
It's not
that
our
is holding
base.
slaves, the balance of the booty collected from that action would belong to the slaves, not us, anyway. So we don't have to.
So as far as you know, this is they've basically got a grant from the Alliance. Who
They own
believes
it.
they're a
Put on
legitimate.
Alliance money.
Yeah, so it's technically owned by the Alliance, who are basically just.
It's going to get
Yeah.
owned by us.
I'll just call it through. Cool. Yeah, guys. You can put it on the roof. Here's a schematic of where to put it. It's load bearing ability anywhere on the roof.
Copy that. Jack out.
Alright, well let's put it on the roof then, Zardoz.
We'll take off.
Okay.
Do you? But why?
Very carefully.
It's not a 1. 33.
That's more like it. You take off.
Don't complain. You could throw a penalty for that broken leg in
You
the wind.
approach the building. I take it.
Yes. Just above.
And try to hover the ship just over the.
I'm gonna be giving him directions, like, you're 10 feet left, you're 30 feet back.
That's smart. You'll get a bonus by Rosa guiding you visually from the outside.
Trish, could you warn me if we're getting dangerously close?
Trish, do you have a reversing camera?
Define dangerously close.
Imminent contact. 5 feet.
Bang! You have collided.
Of course.
I don't like that.
22. Roll a 3.
Don't do that. Now our ship's overheated.
Okay. It's you do get a bonus
Plus
from
2
Rosa
from Rosa.
guiding you over the comms with visuals. Yeah, it's a little it's a little shaky, but you sort of get hovered onto a place where you above the thing where you'd be able to basically drop the ramp and then slide one of the various gun pieces out essentially.
Trish, just hold her there.
Of course.
Release controls. We'll go out to the cargo bay. Getting ready to push things out onto the roof. Lower the.
I'm gonna go, and I'm basically going to do like a safety check. So we're not gonna like start this thing going down the ramp and then it's gonna go straight through the roof.
No, you've got it so that the ramp comes down and there's probably only about a foot between the...
Yeah, I was more concerned. The ramp goes down this. Load gun on.
Yes.
Nice, easy angle.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean if it came tumbling down to roughly, it could just keep bouncing and hit that nice little comms array that's on the roof there. But
Marissa will actually be considering that.
I mean, that's one way of disabling communications, but
again, we don't know.
Yeah.
but you've already got an Ashore disc on it at the moment, so...
I don't know, they got that one poster of Jesus. I think we can find a better place for these slaves.
Yeah, and this gun is immense, so there's going to be a... Hey, when we install this isn't going to, like, block their comms or anything, is it? Because they have a big fucking gun in the way.
I mean, we have to get the appearance, I guess.
Would it? Does it look like from the size of the gun that it would
It
be
won't
the way it?
affect the comms array. No.
No, it should be fine. It's not like it's going to be aiming on a low pitch anyway.
I mean, yeah, the only way it would really harm it is if you angled the gun down and shot the comms array and then also took out a good portion of the building at the same time with the down shot.
I don't know, we could do that.
Well, the gun would then also rip itself apart.
Yeah, and?
Well, also, and the problem that we fire this gun that's set up to go boom when it's fired.
I mean, that just seems to add to the destruction.
Yeah. Right, well, I'll start rolling out components. Probably turret ring first. Get all the clamps on.
Clamps!
Clamps! Comms through. I'll start the setup. Look all
No,
legit.
Rosa runs up the ramp, into the ship, back down, comes down, and says, wait. Yeah, level.
Remember to check for the power and let me know if it's rated good enough. Do that sooner rather than later.
I get you.
Right. How are we going to do that through the roof?
Well, the initial plan is to route it through the power through the comms relay, but so you'd have to open up one of the panels and see if it's also got enough power coming through to run the line also through there.
Nope, it's not strong enough. It won't work. No, not at all.
Yeah, now we have to cut a hole down into the power thing to run a cable up so I can slide in.
That's what we want, so I'll make a show of it.
No one can see you!
We have to.
There's no one up there!
They might have cameras.
You never know.
We just have to engineer something where we pull enough power to cause a brownout.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, while you're starting to work up there, some Blue Suns guys will come up the ladder, and they'll just stand there and watch from fairly far away, but it just...
No, I
Yeah,
just
okay.
want to put on my show.
Oh, were you still inside?
Yeah, I'm still inside.
You would have seen them come down the main hallway and head out the door, actually.
So would Logan, yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull out my handy dandy little wire scanning device and point it around. Find a panel, pry it up, have a poke around for 10 odd minutes looking at things. Just, I guess, out of a little bit of interest, electronics, just to determine the grade of their actual power system.
Solarian, it's good.
Anything interesting going on there? 35.
Yeah, it's a good powerful. So yeah, the one coming through the comms array, it's like the gun will totally be able to take the power as well. I think whether you want to say that, it's up to you.
What you can do is assemble it, plug it in, do a test cycle, just power up the gun, and then have a thing where you've deliberately caused the communications blackout so that they'll go, every time we power it up,
I was just
this goes
thinking,
dead.
even of just saying
like what
it,
he
but this
said,
is better,
cause the
yeah.
brownout.
So
And
we
then,
need to
and then you go,
different
well, we could always just patch in a new directly from the power source, and that would
Yeah,
set the load rating, skirt the problem, and then I can slip in through a hole and then start sneaking around in los intangibles.
So yeah, we'll start.
Totally not real spam.
I'll just say out loud, should be fine. We'll get it linked into the comms and see how she charges up. Cue, I don't know, however many minutes it will take to repair, set this turret up.
Rosa ups the ramp, comes back down with a big loop of wires and stuff like that, and it'll just must be nice being a guard. You just get to stand around and watch other people work.
It's kind of boring most of the time. Nothing's really happened here.
Must be nice to get paid for that.
And blood pack blue suns, all we need now is to beat Eclipse.
Yeah. So Rosa will just be coming down. It's like thump, more tables, thump. There's the table you need.
Total.
I think so. We need the 7th gen capacitors out of the blue box.
Blue box.
Blue box? What? Wait, we have a blue box?
Wrong kind. Yeah, that one.
No, blue box.
She keeps them stored right up there.
Bad.
Yeah, there's no blue box on this ship. Shut
No
up.
good.
Wait, where? This isn't a statue in the shape. This isn't a lamp in the shape of Nazina at all.
36.
What are you doing, Sands? It's a very nice lamp in the shape of Nazina.
Lamp.
Soap, click.
Eliminate.
Soap.
36 to actually assemble the gun.
Oh, that's pretty good. You remember how that goes back together. It's the opposite of when you took it apart.
I also wish to assemble it in
Genius.
such a way that when we do a test fire, it's capacitors drain too much power, vent excess.
But doesn't set off the grenade.
Yeah, but doesn't set off the grenade.
The thing is, we also
Smart.
we also made a big deal about them not having a firing control. So you have to make a clear effort that you've just got a jury-rigged thing that you're using
Yeah.
to.
Oh, I'll just go plug it into our ship's firing control.
Activates his Omnitool and this joystick appears.
You know, you're being flippant, but
You can do
that's
that.
not
a stupid idea.
That's what you
can
do.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than hooking up to the ship.
And then, do you want a separate role for that little thing, setting it up so that it will like effectively kill the comms every time it fires? For
Or powers up.
or powers up for.
That'll be a separate repair role because you have to sort of know how the comms array works and the power system works.
Falls
in
are
order
not
to
allowed.
successfully get it to do what you.
I gave him a whole map to roll it on, and he still finds a way.
I've put a map on the map. Leave me alone.
You know, it's a movable map.
28.
I can't unsee that. Gun there.
There's a P90 right there.
No, you don't draw it.
Yeah, no, you can do that.
Sweet. And then charge it up. Get ready to do the test fire when their comms go dark. I don't know if we'd actually get a representation of that happening.
No, I'll prepare it for anyone else.
You get because you're gonna have the panel off the side and you're gonna have this plugged in. Their comms, there'll be like little blinking lights and stuff that we normally.
I think the drawing's better. It looks more real.
This one's a baby.
Realise I should actually use this one. Oh, yep, that's so good.
Yeah, so you'll get the
Neighbourhood
lights
cat.
will start.
Ah.
Some will go off and some will go. Normally green will go red and stuff like that would happen. So you would get a visual.
I was concerned about that happening.
So,
You get a call.
yes,
There's a problem that might happen. Some of
Oh.
these
I'm
Solarian
guessing the guy's coming out to see me.
Yeah.
So, hold on, they're about to. Sorry.
You just got a comms blackout. I thought you were going to warn us when that would happen.
I didn't realise it. What's happening on the roof?
Some of these Solarian systems, I guess the comms aren't really meant to handle that kind of a drain when the gun charges up. I was just getting ready for a test fire.
Sorry, he did the tests and the circuits were big enough to handle it, but it seems that the comms and the gun interact with each other, and that's what's caused a blackout. So they're going to have to run another power supply, because every time he powers the gun, it obviously drops the comms out.
Put them through to me if you want. I can explain it in detail.
Do you want to talk to the tech, or
Yes, please.
okay? Hold on. You're loud on my Omni tool.
Hello there.
Hey, I'm Jack,
Kenobi.
the tech up on the roof. Yeah, so whenever we run power through the line 7 adapters, it causes a fluctuation in the
Flux
charging-
capacitor. Flux capacitor.
flux capacity.
Thank you.
You've got to say flux capacitor or it won't work.
Somewhere.
The interocitor.
What are you doing up there? Are you building an interocitor? No! Don't come in!
Normally one might make a deception roll for this or a bluff, but
Can't see you.
I'm using a lot of electronics jargon and I specifically wish to tailor it that
So
way.
you want to use
Stephen rolls his eyes.
via tech babble.
Yes.
So you think you should be rolling repair or computer?
Baffles him with bullshit.
Maybe like electronics halved or something, if you were amenable.
Okay, what's your electronics score?
20.
What's your deception score?
Oh, alright, it's called bluff in
Oh,
this.
sorry.
1.
Not going to be called North Cape.
So yeah, half your. I was going to say what's the middle ground, but it's because it's 1.
It is half.
One.
29.
God, even mine's 0. It's charisma based. I don't fucking have charisma.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
You've been around me.
And I just keep going until he tells me to stop.
Okay, shut up.
Okay, rude much.
I understand.
No, you don't.
Fully. Do what you need to do. Just in future, give us warning if communications are going out.
Yes,
We
I
didn't know they were going to.
So they didn't know. It's or just
The way I linked the power on was really ingenious. We weren't going to have to lose comms at all.
just
All right, I'll get back to work.
Wait. Does he want it run down through the wall or the ceiling?
We'll have to go through the ceiling, I think. Work, zug.
Is there any preference place that you want to run down through the ceiling?
You should be directly above main power,
So drop it just straight down.
straight down.
All right. Can I get one of the guys or girls in the room so they can see that they're not going to cut through into anything?
Oh, don't worry. I plan to have that room secured
It's
on
more.
the inside.
Well, they'll need to be in there to lower it in there. Lower the cables in there as well. But they also need to be in there before they cut, so they don't cut through or drop anything on the power source.
Okay, who is it? I will send them in via escort.
You there, Rover?
Yeah.
Can you come down and see me? They're going to take you through to the power room and get so that you can see when they're cutting through that they're not going to damage anything.
Okay. How high is the ceiling? Am I going to need a ladder?
No, you should be able to. Would you see the ceiling from the floor?
Of course.
Yes, you should be fine.
All right, coming down. Good luck.
Ceiling is only about 3 meters up from floor.
Yeah, the only way she wouldn't be able to see it is if she was on the PlayStation version. I'm getting pretty salty about my draw distance in Minecraft. That's all. Like I have some big. I have a
It's
mega.
a fucking San Andreas reference, actually. The fucking
I've
flying
just been
about.
grinding my gears. I've been doing this mega project in the Radomir Castle area, and I cannot see the whole thing at once, and it fucking annoys me. Whereas I know on PC I'd be able to. Just a little bit salty.
Walk back.
So you're
past
one
them.
of the Blue Suns who was watching up the top, was like, come with me.
If you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as she's walking past one turns to escort her and she slaps the other one on the ass on the way past. Well, if you're just going to stand around to be eye candy.
Like a good man in uniform.
Blue Sun's armor is actually pretty dynamic. Their paint scheme is really
Yeah.
eye-catching. Blue and white. Good colour scheme. Very defender.
Yeah, so you're basically taken inside, you've got the map there, you're basically led, it's upside down to you, but yeah, you're basically from your perspective, yeah, there we go, you're led up, no, the other way, yeah, through there, up, and then across towards you, and then then they open a locked door there, and there's a staircase leading up.
Okay, this one here?
Yeah. And then you go up the stairs you go until you
guys-
basically see a
Door.
there's actually, when you get up to the next floor, there isn't a door, it just opens out, and then you see directly ahead of you is a vestibule with some like candy machines and drink machines already there.
And a 10-foot tall, 18-karat gold statue of Gabriel Delgado. His arms raised in grasping benediction.
Ahead of you
Holding
you see a dual set of doors, but you're led directly to the left, and then left again is the door, basically.
Okay. The armor that I'm currently wearing, does that still have like low gain feed, so you're getting Okay. When we get to that thing, it's just oh, hang on a minute. I go over to the vending machine and just get myself a candy bar. But I'm just checking to see if it's all, the
It'll
human
all be
food.
Levo. I guarantee you it's all Levo.
Yeah, making sure there's no.
Is there a big in Levo?
There is a big.
Okay, I'm going to buy one of those on the way out, or at least smash the vending machine and take one.
Or just take on the vending machine.
Well, it's Alliance funded, so.
Yeah, and you're basically
cutting reference to profligate government spending. Do you really think they spend $20,000 on a toilet seat, $50,000 on a hammer?
This pig cost $22,000.
You turn to the left, and then immediately there's a locked door to the left. The blue Suns guy unlocks, and then you go in, and there's a bunch of computer terminals, and the main power one is amongst them.
Oh, computers. Oh no, my weakness.
And then the blue Suns guy just locks the door behind him, and then just stands there.
And Rosa's immediately going to go, Solarian, is it? I've never seen one like this. I hope all the
don't know. I'm just a guard.
Well, I just hope all the adapters and stuff are the same. Guards. Then Rosa's literally going to, do the thing where she walks a line, feet to feet, and then just cross from the wall over to right above us here. And check to make sure they're not going to cut through like an air duct or a cooling fan or anything on the ceiling.
Seems fairly clear.
Okay.
Or ceiling, I should say, from your perspective.
I will try the comms to see whether they're working in here.
You can get comms messages to your friends.
Standing there.
Well, he
close to
didn't
Richard.
immediately inform me your feed went dead, so it's probably good.
Ceiling looks clear. There's no duct work or anything, so unless it's in the ceiling, should be good.
You've got the technology, I would say, without having to change your... You could probably basically paint the position on the inside for them to...
Just Rover, have a little casual look around. I'm looking for cover spots. I'll have to slip in invisible and hide until they take you out.
Okay, well, I'll have a walk around and check, like, vents and... and the obligatory... Wall tap.
Then you tap him on the chest plate, looking for a stud.
Yeah.
I'm on duty, but, who knows if
I'll get
you're
off.
still here in a few hours.
Yeah. That and there could be, like, ducts in the wall or anything on here if it's feeding out into one of the rooms nearby.
That's me looking for big heavy machinery I can just hide behind.
There's, well, there are air ducts. There isn't anything that could fit low game.
Yeah.
There's a raised like bench between the main computers and the door that could be used as decent cover. It's pretty thick.
Is there a place?
Like a workbench.
Is there a place that she can sit with his back to where they're going to cut? That he's only watching her while she flirts with him.
That's beyond Rosa's scope of, because she thinks we're both going to be watching a hole drilled through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Once that's such a primitive technology.
Once it's bored, they can. You guys can leave. I mean, like, I can't imagine I won't be able to get through the door, but who knows? But like, I can just drop in
The
invisible
thing is,
and
even though
hide
there's a
until
Blue
later.
Suns guy watching at the top too, it's like Logain's going to come off the ship invisible. He's not going to have to interact with anything.
Yeah.
He just needs to then
You
hide
just
in the
drop
room
down the
till we're
thing,
done.
hide in the room till you're done, and then once everyone's in beddy buys, sneak around and have a look at the place and do my part. And then once I've got like the computer evidence or the recorded dialogue that it's like this place is evil and we're doing evil things, or like, you know, that's a cover, then we just kill they shit. We just kick the door in and kill they shit. Everyone's happy. Do the sneaky thing. Tiala's already breasted around. You guys get to blow shit up. It's a complete rich day.
Well, let's go.
It's a complete fucking breakfast.
Let's go.
Yep. So I'll start.
And
I'll
then we all
start the
get captured.
non-cutting component. Which is
So yeah, Rosa would
moving
have painted
things.
It's
a.
inevitable.
I'm guessing you did that. You
Marker on
painted
the
a marker
inside.
on the inside, like it's just a.
IR signal. Or
Yeah, it's like a
whatever.
little signal that you can just spend. Well, not spend, but you can, just do. But you can, just do. But you can, just do. But you can, just.